Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Naya. In this video, I'll show you how to install this wig right here. Yeah, she cute or whatever. No, this is a 13 by 4 24-inch Bodywave wig from Beauty Forever hair. It goes about here on me. Yeah, so if you want to see how I install this wig, stay tuned. To start off, I just slick back my edges with some gel to make sure they're not in the way. Then I put my wig cap on, and you want to stretch the wig cap like as thin as possible. Like, see how I'm pulling the back of it to make it thin, and that'll give you like the best bald cap method. Then I just spray the edges of my hair with Got To Be. When you spray, like, just make sure that you're not spraying all over. You want to keep it controlled, and then notice how I'm using my finger to push it in. I cut out like the little holes in my ears so that the cap sticks to my sideburns better, and then I go over that with Got To Be again, just making sure that everything is stuck down, or at least, like, you know, the Got To Be got everywhere where I need it to be, all over my hairline. Then I take my blow dryer and I blow dry on warm and with like the high setting of the blow air, whatever it's called. When I cut the cap, I don't do anything special. I just make sure that I'm cutting as close to where I sprayed the Got To Be as possible. Whenever I like cut and I see any like pieces of the bald cap that are like sticking up, I make sure to just clip those right off. You'll see in the next clip that there were like a little tiny pieces that were sticking up. I literally just take my scissors and cut them right off. So I lost the rest of the clip, but basically I just put my foundation on the cap. I use Fenty Pro Matte foundation, and then I'm just spraying like the edges of the bald cap with this Hold Me Down adhesive skin guard by Ericka J, and I also use Ericka J's her glue. This is the only lace glue I've ever used, and it works really well. I do about 4 layers. When I spread the glue, I make sure that I spread it even. I start off by doing dots on the hairline, then I just take I use my popsicle stick and I just make sure that it's spread evenly. You want to get most of the glue on the wig cap and not on your actual skin. That's what the wig cap is for. When spreading out the glue, you want to make sure that the width of like the area you're spreading the glue out isn't thin. You want it to be a little thicker, because you don't just want the front of the hairline to lay, you want a little bit in the back to lay as well. That'll make your wig like stay on longer. In between layers, I don't really let the glue dry all the way. I let it get about halfway dry before I add the next layer. I was really struggling to get the glue out of the tube and onto the popsicle stick because I'm literally running out. I ordered some as soon as I finished filming this video. For my final layer, I used the blow dryer on a cool setting just to help speed up the drying process. I get the glue about halfway dry, and then I just take the lace and I literally lay it right over the glue. I know some people like to cut sections, and if you're a beginner, I definitely recommend you cutting sections, but I am lazy, and sometimes when I cut sections I mess up, so I just lay the lace on there. And as you can see, I kind of laid the lace behind the glue just a little bit. I put the glue a little too far up on my head, but I'll show you later in the video how to fix it. After I have like the lace stuck down, I just go through on the edge of the hairline with my comb and kind of press in the lace at the same time as I'm combing through the hair, just to make sure no hair is stuck in the glue. I take my blow dryer on the warm setting and I do the same thing. I just press the lace in with the comb as I comb through the hair. This helps dry the glue that's like, because you remember I stuck it down when it was only halfway dry. This helps dry it a little bit more. That way when I put my elastic band on, the glue still isn't wet and it's not gonna make the elastic band stick to my head. I put my band on for only about 5, maybe 10 minutes. After about 10 minutes, I take the band off and you can see it's giving very much scalp. You can still see the parts where the glue was a little too far down on the hairline, but I'm going to show you how to fix it like I said. When I cut the lace, I just make sure that I'm cutting in zigzags. I never cut straight. You never want to cut straight because nobody has a straight hairline. So what I'm doing now is what helps when I put the lace too far behind the glue. I literally spray Got To Be along the edges of the hairline and I like tap it in with my finger. You can also use the end of like a rat tail comb to tap it in. That helps as well. This just makes sure that everything's uniform. Although if you have any little pieces at the end sticking up, they won't stick up anymore. And as you can see, the lace is stuck. She's not going nowhere. So I just started to separate my baby hairs by parting a really thin line on the front of the hairline. I'm laughing in this clip because I'm watching Gumball, but I just take my hot comb and I just hot comb the baby hairs down so that they will lay easier. If you're like me and scared of getting burnt, you can use the back of the hot comb on like the roots of the edges to make them lay down a little better. Just be careful when you're hot combing the edges, because don't be like me and burn yourself, because it hurts really bad. I just cut my edges with this razor comb. You don't want to cut your edges blunt. You want to make them like jagged and rough looking at the end. After I cut them, I just curl with a flat iron. I got this from, I think her name is Bodywave Jalea, but I've seen her do this in her wig videos and it actually works. So to swoop my baby hairs, I just use mousse. I use this Texture ID mousse because that's the only one I have on hand. I ended up doing my baby hairs off camera because they just weren't agreeing with me and it took forever to do them. But just to get a general idea, I literally just slap some mousse on them and swoop them to the best of my ability. You'll see me playing around with these edges in the next clip, but the ones that I actually had at the beginning and the end of the video, I did off camera. This middle swoop, I wasn't serious when I did it, but I thought it was kind of cute. Like, she was low-key giving Ericka, I don't know why it reminded me of Sailor Moon, but yeah. So I just go in with this edge booster wax stick and I just fix my middle part, as well as slicking back some of the edges to give it that little bump look in the front. I use my hot comb and I just comb through, and this is what gets your wig really flat at the top. I did this before I put the wig on, like initially, but I always go back and do it again just to make sure. I use LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Pure Beige just to define the part. When I watercolored this hair, it did tint the lace just a little bit, so I went in with some concealer to fix that up. After you put the concealer in, make sure you pat it down, like with your finger. Like, you want to pat that concealer in, you don't want it sitting on top, you want to make sure it's blended in. I use this razor comb again to just cut a little bit of layers in the front of the hair. I tried to do flat iron curls on this hair and I sucked. I can't do them, but I did remember that I had a wand, so I just did some wand curls in the hair. I didn't do anything special. I sprayed it with some Glossier spray, and then I just wand curled the hair. I curled away from my face for majority of the curls. After I finished curling the hair, I just brushed it out with a Y2 comb and a paddle brush, and that's why in the end the curls had dropped. This is the finished look. Yeah, she cute or whatever. I did my makeup, obviously, but yeah, this is the wig. I really like the color. I feel like even though I messed up dyeing it, like it actually came out cute because the frontal is like a little lighter than like the ends. Like if you see the difference, it's like this is like more red coppery and this one's like cinnamon coppery. I don't know, I'm not good with color, but yeah, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Like really appreciate it. Stay tuned for more, I guess. Let me know any other videos you want to see. I can do anything. I got time. And I got wigs. So you want to see me dye something a certain color? Do you want to see me cut a certain style, recreate a certain style? I can do that. Maybe. I'm like when it comes to wigs, but I can try, and if I fail, at least you learn from my failure, right? All right, yeah, that's it.